Episode number 8 with the Detroit Pistons starting in the Kobe era. So before the '03 draft, we will look at the game plan. So we got Chris Paul, J.R. Smith, Melo, Aldridge, Chandler, Redick, Radaminovic, Jones, Fisher. Would kind of like to see Tucker get some minutes, but that would be taking away half his minutes, which I'm probably not going to do. Um, I was thinking about pulling off a big trade for a big center. Chandler has been kind of frustrated with this. I'll see if he's still frustrated, because if he's not, I'll keep him. But oh, his morale was reset. He's neutral now. All right, never mind. Does that mean we can sign him now? He still wants to test free agency. That's the thing. We still got some time. Could obviously move him at the draft as well. Maybe that's something we'll consider. We gotta do player mentorship. We'll start off with Carmelo. He can go with JJ Redick. J.R. Smith can go off JJ Red. Redick can go off of Devion George. Tyson Chandler can work with O'Donnell Foyle. Aldridge with maybe we'll just have him with Chandler. McGee. We'll just have him work with Aldridge. Drew Holiday. You can go with Chris Paul. Chris Paul will work with Is J.R. Smith being used? No, he's not. PJ Tucker. I don't think Carmelo's being used, so yeah, we'll just do that. Radanovic. Is he being used? Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's do that. Dang. Continue. Alright, we just gotta do Redick now. Is anyone using Derek Fisher? Yeah, there. There we go. Now we're set for the season. So we win 3 championships in a row to not winning last year. Jeez. So let's try to get back into the champion circle. Kind of like the team we're running with this year. It's probably the last year, though, we're going to be able to really run this team together because with Redick and Drew Holiday in the system, one of them's going to have to go. And it's not going to be Drew Holiday. Because Redick wants more than J.R. Smith, and J.R. Smith's the starter, so that's not really going to work. And Derek Fisher's hurt. Chris Paul's hurt again. That's when Drew can fill in. And he's back, so CP13 can start. Now, we haven't really done a trade deadline deal in a long time. I don't know if we're going to do it this year either. Kind of like how we're playing, but we might actually test out the trade market a little bit this time. TJ Augustine and Rollins, but they want Redick and red? No way. Bell and a first for JR, no. JR is hurt, so Redick will be starting now. Chandler's back in the lineup. J.R. Smith's back. Alright, let's check out the team. 22 coming from Chris Paul this year. J.R. Smith up to 18.5. Carmelo he's really dropping off a little bit. Aldridge just having a good season. Is he still not happy with this? Must be with the touches he's getting the game. Enraged. Why did he lose so much? Game performance, game usage is down. Injury, he just died on us. So he's really... Yeah, but just because he's getting hurt, it's not my fault. 14 a game for Redick. He's stretching the ball for us, that's why we got him. Derek Fisher. Jones. Holiday just sitting on the bench. That's not really going to work for us, is it? So Derek Fisher is going to go to the bench to rest. Drew Holiday can come in. And Jones can be scratched for Tucker. Well, not really. We need that. Well, Tucker can't play small forward, so let's just do that. What if we even... Actually, our backup center's not even playing right now. So maybe instead of Tucker, what if we played JaVale McGee? Let's check our contracts real quick. He still wants test free agency. Maybe we look around the league real quick for centers. Let's see if there's anyone that really jumps out at us. Toronto has a lot of good centers. Brignani, Petro, Horford. See, we'd want a really good rebounder. ideally is what we'd want. Man, they have a lot of good centers. Perkins. Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard would be nice, but damn, we'd have to give up the whole farm for him. Chandler in a first? For Dwight Howard? Shit, that's a 24-year-old Dwight Howard at that. Alright, I don't know if you can pass that up or not. Bringing in Dwight Howard would be pretty wild. And we're giving up our lottery protected first. From 2010, we already have, yeah, we have a lot of picks. And we're getting Dwight Howard. He is paid a little bit more than what Chandler's getting paid. He is getting paid quite a bit. But like Dwight Howard, Carmelo, and Chris Paul to build the whole team around for the future, it's kind of hard to pass up. So we'll just go to player mentorship quick because that is going to mess it up a little bit. So Aldridge needs to work off someone new. But you got Dwight Howard you can work off now. And those two. Now we just need Dwight Howard to work off someone. Is Foyle the only option really for him? He could work off Aldridge. Who's working off Aldridge? JaVale McGee. Okay. That's fine. And then JaVale can just work off of... No, not him. This guy. There we go. And I don't think there's any contracts because Howard's already signed long term. Damn. Dwight Howard now coming in. So Dwight Howard gonna be starting now with Chris Paul, J.R. Smith, Carmelo, Aldridge, and Howard. That's a deadly lineup. Redick coming off the bench with Radmanovic, Fisher, and Jones. Fisher's gonna get scratched obviously for Drew. And Jones is gonna get scratched for JaVale. I would like to build JaVale to be a very good backup center for us. We already did our trade deadline stuff, so we're just gonna skip through that. We'll leave as is. Leave as is. Now with Dwight Howard here, we're pretty dominant at the moment. Holy. We are just winning games. Look at this. Holy. Oh, shoot. Aldridge, that's a bad injury. He's having a good season. But PJ Tucker will be starting. I guess we're going to see what PJ Tucker can do for us. Derek Fisher's back in the rotation. We're going to have to take him out, though, for Holiday. Much rather have Holiday playing. And Damian Jones we will keep playing, I guess. Drew is hurt, so that's just going to put Fisher in. Now we're just going to switch him back in. Like this. Put Drew up there. Take Foyle's minutes. Put JaVale up there. We'll run him like 13 and 9. We're almost through the season already. Alright. Tucker's still starting. I thought he would have started, but not the case. Ooh, Dwight Howard. That's a bad injury. Man, he's a good defensive player. Foyle will be starting for us. Aldridge is back, so that's big for the team. LeBron with the MVP. I think that's his first MVP. It is his first MVP. So LeBron, Curry getting Rookie of the Year. Derrick Rose, 6th Player of the Year. Curry starting over Rose. Washington has a lot of good point guards. LeBron, DOP of the Year as well. Shit. LeBron packing up. And then again, Isaiah Thomas, Joey Peterson, top 2 minute suits. 64-18, that's a good record. Chris Paul on the All-NBA first. Carmelo on the All-NBA first. Dwight Howard on the All-NBA first. We have 3 Pistons on the All-NBA first team. That's kind of wild. Anyone? Dwight Howard on the All-NBA defensive team, as well as Chris Paul. And we even have Drew Holiday on the 2nd All-NBA rookie team. We are number 1 seed coming into these playoffs. Chris Paul, let's see how his season was. He had a great season. Averaging a 20-point double-double. Jared Smith having a better season last year. Carmelo's slowing down a little bit, but I think it's more of his touches. He shot better from the 3 this season. Aldridge having a great season. He's just very consistent. These last 3 seasons have been almost all the same numbers. He's just a very consistent player for us. Foyle at the moment starting in center due to injuries. JJ Redick having a good 6th man for us. Derek Fisher getting minimum minutes. We're going to replace Fisher with Holiday. And Jones, we're actually going to replace with JaVale McGee. Because we need some more center minutes. Round 1 against Miami Heat. We're in Detroit, so we got the home court advantage. When game 1 goes us, Jared Smith 28, Aldridge 28, Paul 25, Carmelo with a triple-double. And Dwight Howard is back. That is huge for the team. Yeah, we do want to keep Holiday playing. But honestly, Jones, I'm almost on Jones not playing. Just so we can get more center minutes again. And I think JaVale's doing good enough where he can probably play the minutes. Putting a lot of trust in JaVale McGee. See if he can prove it. Prove that he deserves the minutes. And we are going to lose 1 by 10. Carmelo 28. Chris Bosh with 28 and 11. So now we finally run into Chris Bosh. Alright, come on, Detroit. Let's get back in the win column. There we go. Carmelo 31 points, triple-double. Jared Smith 26. Redick with 24 and 23 minutes. Chris Paul coming off with a triple-double with 20 assists. Dang. Come on, Detroit. Let's get some spread on them, and we can't. Chris Bosh with 45. They tied the series 2-2. Come on, Detroit. We're home. We got to get this win. And we lose by 2. Dwight Howard trying 32 and 12. We just could not get it done against the Heat. Hopefully this game goes a little bit more in our favor. And we beat them by 23. Carmelo with 29. Dwight Howard 23 and 15. Game 7. Chris Paul can't play. Derek Fisher is going to be starting. You know what? I want to see Drew Holiday start for us. I'm going to take Foyle off here. And we're going to give those minutes to Fisher. We're going to bring his minutes down. Give those to Fisher as well. And his minutes are going to go down. There we go. Game 7 in Detroit. We don't want to have our hearts broken so early. And we're going to move on. There we go. So we're moving on to the second round. Chicago beats the Knicks. Toronto beats Milwaukee. And Charlotte beats New Jersey. The Spurs beat the Lakers. Portland beats Dallas. Denver beats Golden State. And the Clippers beat OKC. We're going up against Chicago. And Chris Paul's back, so that's huge for the team. We're going to give Drew Holiday's minutes back. Holiday, we're going to actually run. Yeah, we'll run like 10 minutes. And then we're going to bring in McGee. Just to help out, balance out those minutes for us. Game 1 against the Bulls. We are in Detroit. Hopefully the Pistons can have their way with them. We beat them by 10. Chris Paul 34 points. Carmelo 26. Howard 22. Come on, game 2. Let's go Detroit. We're going to win both home. Howard 27 and 19. Chris Paul 26 points, 14 assists. Alright, can we win game 3? Nah, Chicago's going to beat us home. Vince Carter averaging 29 points in the playoffs. Holy shit. So we're against the Vince Carter Bulls. And we get them by 11. Carmelo 27. Paul 21. Just need to win one more and we can move on to the conference finals. And we're going to we dominate them. 32 points. Melo with 26. Howard 25. Paul with 20. J.R. Smith with 18. Redick with 17. Aldridge with 15. Yeah, we had a high scoring game right there. Ooh, I accidentally simmed the conference finals. Didn't mean to do that, but we blanked the Toronto Raptors 4-0. Holy, that was a little scary. Denver beats Portland, so we're now in the finals against the Denver Nuggets, the LeBron James Denver Nuggets. We beat them in the finals before. Carmelo 29 and 11, Howard 20 and 15, J.R. Smith with 19 and 9 assists. LeBron hurt, getting 23 that game. He's averaging 30 in these playoffs. Game 2, we're looking to have a commanding lead. And we're going to get that. Jared Smith, 31. Carmelo, 25. Jared Smith's having a great playoffs. Can we go 3-0 against the Nuggets? Damn, it's looking like we're getting championship number 4. Yeah, crazy. 44 points for Carmelo. We're 1 win away from winning our 4th championship in 5 years. And we're going to do it. We're going to jump in to see the celebration. But the Pistons are about to be back on top. We're up by 23. There's no way they're going to come back. We outscored them by 2 in the first, by 5 in the second, by 8 in the third. And then we come out and outscore them by 8 in the fourth as well so far. So looks like the Pistons are going to continue their path of domination in the NBA, which is pretty wild. We've been winning a lot of games, grabbing a lot of championships early on in this series. And we are going to come up, play up all the way up until current times. So we'll most likely see Carmelo, Dwight Howard, maybe even Paul retire. So now at all costs, I want to keep Dwight Howard, Carmelo, and Paul together. Redick's probably going to leave him this offseason. And then maybe when J.R. Smith's contract's up, he might even be leaving, just depending if we can make the money work. But we're going to be coming into tough times when big decisions are going to have to happen for us to have contract space and money. Because we don't want to just overload on cap and not have any money for the future. Chris Paul, 29, 4 and 9. Jared Smith with a good steal. Jared's going to give that to Paul. And he gets that nice and easy. JJ Redick on the court right now. Chris Paul back on the court. Jared Smith from the 3. Boom. Chris Paul, 31-point double-double. We just let him walk in. Oh, I didn't mean to shoot that. Dwight Howard with... And there's Jared Smith again. Boom! And we're going to sweep the finals, too, which is pretty crazy. Dwight Howard getting up. 16 points, 9. Oh, Redick going to pull up? Nah. There's Aldridge. Redick a little early, and that's going to drop.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are
And there we go. There's another championship. Championship number 4. Boom. There we go. There we go. Dwight getting his first championship with us. There's Carmelo on the court getting his 4th. And we get it. We get it again. It's kind of hard to beat these Pistons, honestly. We've been on a path of domination. JaVale McGee getting his first championship with us. Drew Holiday getting his first.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports.
There's Carmelo. He's right pumped up. This championship with Chris Paul holding it up. And is he the player of the series? Probably. Chris Paul was dominant. He got the last MVP in the finals, so it wouldn't surprise me if he got it this year. Try to beat his double-double a game. Carmelo getting the finals MVP, actually. 29 points a game. There we go, boy. Alright. Derek Fisher is retiring. He played his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons with us in Detroit. Before that, he played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons. And the Lakers, playing for only 2 teams. He's a dedicated man. Staff retirements. Historic changes. Nothing for the Pistons. League meetings. Draft lottery. Ooh, oh, we have a chance. We have a chance to get in this top 5 this draft. Okay. Maybe we'll watch this because we have a chance to jump up. Hopefully no one else jumps up and it's just us to jump. Alright, come on. Please be Houston. Let's just let everyone get their own pick up until it's our turn and let us jump. Pacers, there we go. No one's jumped yet. Still no jumps. Come on, Philadelphia. Philadelphia jumps. So we can drop back. We can get the 7th pick here. We don't. And Orlando gets that. Wait, did they keep their pick because it was protected? They kept their pick because it was protected. Those shits. Head coach, obviously we want Isaiah Thomas back. And that's what we're going to do. Getting a good CFO has been harder every season. We'll sign him. And then Doctor. There we go. So let's get into the draft. I thought we were going to have a good pick. That turned out to be a not. We got the 30th. We got their next year's pick, though. Next year we have a lot of picks. Now for trades, we're not going to trade Drew Holiday. Because I'd have Drew Holiday almost as a backup shooting guard. To J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith's so good. We can't trade Redick. We're probably just going to lose him for nothing. We could see if we could capitalize on J.R. Smith, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, we can get the number 3 pick at him. And Shannon Fry. We can get Mike Miller and the 6. We can get Brendan Jennings and Nene. Like, we can get a lot for J.R. Smith. PJ Tucker as their backup. I kind of like that. We're probably going to move on from Ren Menovic. What if we try him in a 30th? Can we move up at all? Patrick Beverly? Yeah, but we don't need another 2011 pick. We have so many 2011 picks. Alright, let's see who's even in this draft. DeMarcus Cousins is the big piece. Eric Bledsoe, Cousins, Hayward, Paul George, Jeremy Lin, Evan Turner, Ish Smith, Patrick Wright, Boban, who's a legend in their New York Knicks series, Greg Monroe. Kind of looking for centers or point guards, sorry, but it's a really bad point guard draft, isn't it? Like Jeremy Lin would be cool, but damn, we'd have to like really move up to get Lin. And we can get the third pick, which would probably get us Gordon Hayward or Paul George. Like we could put Paul George at the 3, move Carmelo at the 4, and get rid of Aldridge's contract. That would probably keep Jared Smith. We could do something like that. Well, no, Well, what does Aldridge fetch us? Aldridge and him. That'd get us the number 2 pick. We're getting rid of the 2011 pick, which I don't care about. Um, like we can get the number 2 pick if we do this and get Paul George. We get Aldridge's money off the books. We're getting his money, but we could obviously flip him quick and not actually pay him. We're getting his money off the books. We have a lot of 2011 picks. Maybe move Carmelo to the power forward. And then what? Move in another scorer and George? Yeah, I guess that's might not be the best idea. I think the only thing for sure I want to do is move on from him. I would like to get 2010 first round pick 12. Okay, what if we didn't know him? What if we did not that? And what if we gave you our 30th pick? hurt on money. Damn. We are hurting on money. Like Aldridge's contract worth money. What if we move J.R. Smith to the 3? Carmelo to the 4. J.J. Redick start. Well, he wants pretty much that guy's money anyway. I think we bring in Reggie Evans on 1 year. We could bring in Zach Fox. We could bring in Foyle again. Well, Foyle doesn't really work with all of our players. We could bring in him. Mix it up a little bit. Alright, let's see our team now. So there's Fox, Smith, Carmelo, Tucker, Reggie Evans, Aldridge, Howard, Lawrence. Obviously, we want JaVale McGee. But we really don't. But I think he'll come back anyway, so that he was 3-3. Maybe another power forward, I guess. I guess we'll just bring in Woods. I think Redick comes back with us. So let's go like this. So JaVale McGee is coming back and Redick. So that's good. Okay, so we got Carmelo, J.R. Smith, and Dwight Howard all to deal with, all at the same time. This is ideal, so we can really figure out what we're looking at for money. He wants a 17, 19, 20. He wants a 14, 15, 16. He wants a 17, 19, 20. Will you go 16 and a half, 17.3, and 18? Okay, he will. So he's going to go 14, 15, 16 and a half, 17, and then 18. And now we're going to go with Dwight Howard. Try to do the same thing with him. Dwight Howard is going to accept that as well. 19, 20. And then he's actually going to give us a discount to stay. So he's getting paid 19 million, 20 million. Then he's going to get paid 16 and a half, 17, and then 18. So him giving us a discount might actually be able to swing us J.R. Smith. And maybe I try to get him on a declining deal. like 13.5, 12.8, and then 12. He has declined that. I guess obviously, why would he want a declining contract? What about that? Alright, so JR is gonna get quite the upgrade in his contract. But everyone is re-signed long term. Carmelo goes down by 1. J.R. Smith goes up by 1. Redick goes up by 1. Holiday goes up by 2. Tucker goes up by 2. LaFrance goes down by 1. McGee goes up by 3. Evans goes down by 1. And Beverly goes up by 3. Alright. So is this the Redick trade season? Okay, so now we have made it to the D Rose LeBron era. The 2010s. But anyway, that is it for episode 8. I'll catch y'all in the next one.